Okay, for this video, I wanted to do a 2-tower chimps video. I am gonna switch the map though. I'm gonna pick probably this one. I think that one, I think 4 circles would be a good map. And the 2 towers I decided I wanted to use are gonna be the Prince of Darkness, and I want to try to get the Flying Fortress. I doubt I'll be able to get the Flying Fortress, and I'll probably only get to maybe the 4th tier, which is a Spectre, but that is why I want to find out. I want to find out if I can. Okay, there we go. Round 10, I think I was at round 11, but it took me a few attempts just to get the 2 back together. I kept placing the wizard just barely wrong and everything, but I also remembered I had a little extra starting cash than I was supposed to. I had like 865 rather than the 600 something. I think it's like 625 when you start, but I changed it all now and it's all correct, and we're back up to where I was before I had to restart. I'm gonna go pineapple and hope that the pineapples will help a little bit, even if it does decamo. Oh well. But I think the next thing I'm gonna get is Wall of Fire, and hope that the round that whatever round I was technically supposed to lose at, I don't lose that again with the Wall of Fire, because the Wall of Fire is pretty strong, and as long as they're not purples, it should be good to go. Now, I don't know if Prince of Darkness is better with top path or bottom path, but all I know is that I definitely will not have any lead popping from the ace anytime soon, so I might as well just get the Wall of Fire and just use that as my lead popping. Also, so here's the thing, I won't cross path the camo yet, because it'll save me the $380, and if I can just rely on the wizard to decamo, then there's no reason for me to buy the camo on the plane, so I can save the money. But if I do need to buy it, I will. But round 24 is the first camo, which is already taken care of. And I think 30 is the next one, so I guess I'll see how well that goes. Here, wait, actually, let's start figure 8. Turn him around. He still missed the purples. Oh, but we actually did this time. Okay, cool. So that means my next upgrade will definitely be the Nevamis, because that's, the ace is struggling a little bit, and with purples we can't really have it struggle, because then our wizard can't do anything. And it would probably be better to go Necromancer, but I don't know if purples just run through the Necromancer things, so the Nevamis first, and then Necromancer. And if the purples don't run through, and I made a mistake on which upgrade I chose first, then oh well. If they do run through it, then I made a good choice, but I also don't know when the next set of purples comes out, so it doesn't really matter right now, because they probably won't. They could just not come out until right now, around 32. Okay, I figured it out. I got Shimmer now. He got way bigger range too. I kind of wish this Wall of Fire spot was different, because it kind of doesn't seem like it's going to a very good spot right now. Like, I wish you would either throw it like up far, or in the like back here, or just somewhere else, because I don't think the Wall of Fire at the entrance is just not very good, because if it's purple, then they're just gonna go right through it, kill it, and then just keep going. But see, like that, all those just ran right through it. I wish he would throw it at the back, but I think I would have needed to get like the top path upgrade or something for it to do that. But there we go, we got Necromancer. And now I'm kind of stuck between the 2 super expensive upgrades. Do I go Spectre first, or Prince of Darkness first? And I guess that really just depends on how well they can survive the next few rounds. Like, if these guys can beat the Moab fairly easily, don't really need to worry about who goes first, but if they struggle and like they barely break it, then I probably should go Prince of Darkness first, because when he actually gets a good graveyard going, then he just pops things down really easily. But it looks like they didn't struggle, so right now it's kind of seeming I should go Spectre and just not worry about it, but I will see, because I still got 60 more rounds to go, so anything could happen between then. And I'm not really excited about DDTs, but I honestly might just go the the Prince of Darkness first, just in case. Because I don't even know when we're gonna get 30,000 to upgrade either of them in the first place. It could be like around 60 and I won't even have to worry about it. But right now, it's kind of seeming that I might have to worry about it. Also, I gotta remember that guy has no camo. And if camo runs through that wizard, we're kinda done for. Right now though, the leads aren't looking like an issue, which is good. Because if the leads were an issue, there's nothing I could do about it since the wizard's the only one that can pop them. Same with ceramics. The ceramics don't look like they're too bad of an issue. They didn't really get anywhere far, and I think those were fortified ones too, so... Here's the purples again, hitting the shimmer pretty well. And they took care of all of them, so right now it's not looking like I need to buy that camo upgrade. But I'm sure I will soon. At least with the Prince of Darkness, it'll give the huge range for the wizard, so the shimmer can hit earlier. And they'll have a lower chance of escaping the shimmer radius. Hopefully, I'm assuming the shimmer radius goes up with the range of the wizard. I don't actually know. I can only hope so, though. Here's another Moab on round 50. It looks like it's going to get as far as it did as the first one. And it took a little bit longer to break that one. Here's another one. I have 25,000. Let's see. Okay. Damage isn't looking too good. I'm hoping that with that upgrade that they'll do better. And the shimmer is working pretty good for now. Another Moab, another second Moab. And I can almost buy Prince of Darkness. I just need to beat these two Moabs and I can. There we go. Oh wait, he doesn't get the huge... Did they nerf him? Did he get nerfed and I just didn't remember? Because I thought he used to get huge range from that Prince of Darkness upgrade. I don't know. It could have been that he was nerfed, but because I don't usually read the patch notes. I usually just watch them from videos and then just whatever was patched or nerfed or buffed. Like it just I kind of forget with the next update. But it does look like the shimmer is hitting from far away, so that's good. Maybe it did get nerfed, because I thought this guy got huge range once he got Prince of Darkness, but right now it doesn't really matter because they're getting Moabs down easier. You used to get them all the way up in this top left corner, and now they're just getting them before that first bend there, so that's really good. Here's a BFB, their first big target, and they took care of it pretty easily. It'll go down even easier once I get to Spectre, which is going to be very nice. A bunch of purples coming in. They aren't getting in the way too bad. I think the Nevemis is actually hitting them pretty decently, because that wall of fire is not there at all. There it is, it's back. But yeah, they did that just fine. And I don't remember if I said this at the beginning, but round 63, by the way, there is just no problems. But I do want to say I don't know anything about like the whole 2-tower chimps thing. I just know that it is a challenge that people do with a bunch of different towers, a bunch of different maps, and there's already a bunch of known combinations that work together. I don't know any of them. I just know that it is something that people do. I did a video before on it. I don't remember what 2 towers I used. I think Prince of Darkness was the second tower, but I can always link that video as a card whenever I actually do finish doing everything. But I'll have to see, because I know of it. Again, I just don't know anything of it. So this could have worked and someone's already done it before. But I don't know. I don't know. I wouldn't know. It seems like it's gonna do just fine. Again, the only thing I'm worried about is DDTs and this, I guess, because if he keeps popping too early, the Prince of Darkness will have nothing to spawn off of in the graveyard. So I guess that's a good reason why not to get camo on the Spectre until maybe like 90. Just in case for anything. It's because the camo will at least get to the Prince of Darkness to fill the graveyard, because the Spectre is just destroying things before it even gets on screen, so they don't even have a chance. Here's round 80. He is getting in range, so he'll still lose a bunch of his graveyard, but actually I don't think it'll pop before he can get more graveyard. So I think he'll have to rely on just the Spectre. And pretty much, almost. He pretty much ran out of a graveyard after it got to him, because it only filled up because of the Moabs popped, but still, it almost just exited without giving that guy anything. It's round 82, half? A quarter? Not a quarter, a third. A third of the way to the Flying Fortress. I doubt I'll be able to get it, but if I can, that'd be kind of awesome, even though I don't think the Flying Fortress helps either with DDTs. I don't think you can hit them either. Either way, I'm not too worried about it because I'm hoping this guy will just carry with the DDTs anyways. Round 90. I'm gonna get camo on this guy finally. Okay. Round 90 was pretty easy. They pretty much got the same length as pretty much the ZOMG actually. And I don't know if that's good or if that's bad because they got pretty far, but not enough to take my one singular life. So that's all I can really ask for. And I'm at 71,000 on round 92. I think the next DDTs come around 93 or 95 or both. I can't remember. Around 95. This is the round with a bunch of camo leads and purples, isn't it? The regrow camos, I think. Bunch of DDTs. And they ran right through that guy. That is unfortunate. I think I'll try to leave him like this and hope that the Spectre passing through everything will help. Because a whole DDT and ceramics ran through. They kind of just ate up the graveyard. Yeah, there's a BFB zombie there. Nope, that time it was just a ceramic. I'm gonna so that's not even center path. There we go. Let me see if putting him on the outside right here will help. Because if I can get him to hit, maybe push it up a little bit. I need him to hit stuff that's going through here. Yeah, no. I think leaving him in the middle was a better decision. So let's do that and let's change his flight path. Maybe when him going down and over, he'll hit stuff. And no, I think that weighted worse this time. I'm gonna try flipping him with the rotation starting this way. And I'm gonna flip it now. No, there's just a bunch of those that leak through. I don't want to push him too far away from the track because then it won't attack. And I need this to update. There we go. Is that gonna be enough? No. It did really well though. It got some of that stuff before it exited, but just the DDTs are getting in the way. So I'm gonna put it a little bit higher and maybe move it down so it's not all the way off the screen. Because if I can catch I just need the Prince of Darkness to spawn more zombie balloons. I guess I could also target him to strong. I could mess with the Prince of Darkness too. I kind of forget about that. Let's see if he can take, nope. DDTs are just running right through him. Okay, I'm gonna try getting a village with Mib on it. I'll see if that even helps with the DDTs. And the answer is kind of. Yeah, it helped. That really sucks. I almost managed to go all the way there, but fortified DDTs are just too strong for something that cannot pop lead and something that does not enough because it is getting overwhelmed. But I mean, maybe this is exactly what I did for the other thing, because I lost the other one, but I didn't do it in challenge editor, so I had to just call it there. If I didn't want to spend a whole nother hour trying to beat a 2 tower chimps thing. I also did it on a different map. Also, we just lost? Question mark? Even with the village, they couldn't do it. It was more ceramics too. I think it was just because they were fortified ceramics. Let's see. I'm gonna change this targeting to this way so we can meet the balloons on the other side. I mean, they did it just fine there. Don't really know what happened, but they kind of just whiffed on enough, I guess, that it was too overwhelming. It could also just be that the Spectre's breaking too much at once, because he flew behind the ZOMGs there and broke all of them to BFBs, and that was probably just a little too much for them to handle. And I'm gonna put them back to figure infinite and see if they can get these guys down. Right now, it kind of seems like no, because if they struggle to break regular ZOMGs down and fill that guy's graveyard, I don't think they're going to be able to do 2 fortified ZOMGs, because they have not even broke 1 yet. And that guy's out of graveyard too. So yeah, even if I did somehow manage to beat 95, I would have lost at 97. Let's see. I'm already I already got this far, so I think I'm just going to get another tower here. I'll do glue, because then still technically not doing damage to the two. It probably won't even help either, but making it a little bit slower will hopefully help. And that's not what I wanted. I'll do this too. I'll get them even slower, especially when they're in the range of the wizard. And hopefully that'll be enough to break them. If not, I will just get a top path ninja and I'll just have him finish off everything for me. Right now it doesn't even look like the extra help is gonna be enough. They broke the ZOMG sooner though, so that's good enough. This guy's out of his graveyard again though, and it's still exited. Okay, top path ninja then. That's really unfortunate that I couldn't get the thing that I wanted, but honestly, I think next time I do want to give this guy a shot, but he just barely couldn't do enough. So I wonder if like the Prince of Darkness and maybe like bottom path Dartling Gunner will be able to, and then not even that. I guess we'll put him to the test right now. Which, yeah, if I could afford the Bez, but I can't afford this, I think it might have been a better idea to just go Bez. The Bez and the Prince of Darkness, because the Bez does very good damage. And if I give it to camo, it can just pop the DDTs for me. Because look at that, it just took down all of that so much quicker. I think that'll be my next... I think that'll be the next thing I try, is Bez and Prince of Darkness. And I know I could just leave it to target independent and it'll just shoot at stuff, but I think I'm just gonna leave it on follow mouse for now, because it doesn't really matter at this point since I still have the Spectre and everything. Around 99. See, that was easy too. I think I made the wrong call going the Spectre, but what can you do? At least I wasn't sitting there for an entire hour trying to do this. I almost did though, almost. The bed is almost down, bad's down, DDTs went easy, now it's just a ZOMG, and perfect. Not perfect, but perfect enough. Prince of Darkness definitely carried though, look at how much it did. And this guy barely got half of that, but yeah, that is an unfortunate end to a video. But regardless, thank you for watching.